What's up then fellas, Crazy Brit here, and we are back with some more commentary from the MRC boys. This time it's the GT3 World Series Season 5, Round 1, coming from you from Daytona. And we'll just quickly run through the grid and get the race underway. This is a 60-minute race, by the way. So in first up, after qualifying, we have Bugger in the Jaguar. Then we have Bennett Barry in the Suzuki. Then we have Mr. Jason Holder in the another Jag, and then we have Craig in the Ferrari, Chris Mack in the Lexus, and in the first of the two Subarus we have Jamie West. Then we have Bandit in another Ferrari, Mr. Catman in a Beetle, and then Locke, who is Jamie West's brother, in the sister Subaru. So let's get this race underway and wait for the lights to go out. I will put the telemetry on as we go after the first lap. I know people like to see the telemetry, and here we go, lights out, and away we go. As we thunder now down to turn 1. Bogger still in the way, you can see the Swift there in the background there. As we head now down into the first turn. Still Bugger leading the way in that Jag as he thunders away. Now we go through the little twisty section here around the pit lane. Down into the International Horseshoe for the first time. Bugger still in the way. There's a bit of action behind. Let's see what happened there. So we'll follow on board. See if we can see any action here. So Bennett Barry, a little bit of touch from Jason and Bennett Barry there, he gathers it up, but that's allowed Craig to go through, and we got Chris Mack in the background. Let's see what happened to him. You see two Subarus ahead. Bandit coming under fire from the Subaru behind. On the inside, Chris Mack decides to go around the outside. It's a brave move, but he just gets on the grass. Unlucky for Chris Mack there, managed to gather it up. See Mr. Catman coming past in the Beetle as we head back up front. Bennett Barry goes a bit wide there. Does he get it up? He does. Managed to get it up just nicely after the first initial contact between him and Jason. There's a little bit more. Is that contact? I do believe it is. Let's just go back. Yep, just a little bit of a touch, a little bit of a nick there. And unfortunately that's him into the wall. A little bit of a touch there. Managed to get it up nicely. Looks like Locke was just a little bit too hot there. You got Chris Mack there. Bennett Barry, unfortunately, now he's off the lead trying to get that car pointing the right way after being off track. Dirty tyres. We're back up to the front now. We will put the telemetry on for you. Head now into the bus stop for the first time. Bugger is leading the way still. Now we got Craig in second in the Ferrari. Third, Bandit in the Ferrari. Then we got the first Subaru, Jamie West in fourth. Followed by Jason Holder in the Jag in fifth. Then we got Catman, Chris Mack and Locke there in the background. Going side by side around the banking. And Bennett Barry in ninth place. Following the pack. As I can't stream on YouTube, on the live stream, I will possibly have to do 2 parts to this, as it's 60 minutes, and you can only do a maximum of 60 minutes in a video, so we will see. But on to lap 2 then. Bugger still in the way, is on the racing hards. 60-minute race, you will have to use all 3 compounds, and as you can see, they're already coming to just over half of a tank. They do start on 80% fuel as Ferrari gets a little bit wide off the curb there. A little bit of a wiggle, that's fine. It's coming under fire from Bandit now. Bandit, does he make a charge into this corner? He takes the inside line. Can he get it done now? Space left by Craig. Around that side, he gets the momentum he needed. That's Bandit up into second. The American on the grid. Should know this place like the back of his hand. Let's see if he can school these English people. As Jason is in fourth now. Jamie West now down to fifth. Chrissy Mack making his way up the field after that lap 1 little excursion off track. We got Lock in 7th, then Catman, and then Bennett Barry is starting to catch up a little bit. Back up to the front door in the Jag. Bogger is leading the way still. There you got Bandit charging now in second. Going to try and catch him up, setting purple sector times. Let's see who gets the fastest lap on lap 2. Now Craig coming under fire from the Jag in 4th. Can he get the position done into turn 1? As we come across through the D now of the tri-oval. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy going off. Trying to get traction from the 2. And he gets it done round the outside. There's Chrissy Mack in the grass again. Very nice overtake done by Jason there. As Craig now is struggling for traction again, down to 4th now from 2nd. You see Jamie West and his brother Locke now in the Subarus. They're trying to get together, get some slipstream going on. Chrissy Mack in 7th, Catman in 8th, and Bennett Barry in 9th. He is catching up though, setting purple sectors, as Bennett Barry has the fastest lap, so he's got some speed there. Bogger in 1st, still leading the way now, a couple of seconds to him and Bandit. Jason in 3rd, 4th is Craig. Then we got 5th and 6th for the Subarus. Lovely liveries, by the way, from each and every driver. Some nice liveries going on. Chrissy Mack still trying to charge up. Catman in 8th. And Bennett Barry still in 9th, but he is catching. See if this is a purple sector. It is by 3/10. We will stay on board with Bogger though, and we will go for a lap before the pit stops start happening. I like to do a lap on board with the leader at least once in the race. So we'll head on board then from the cockpit cam, and we'll take you a lap with Bogger on the Jag. You see, coming to turn 1, it is tricky because the braking zone is on a corner. Careful of the tyres on the inside. If you hit those, you're going to come to a dead stop. We go for the right and the left of the kink there. Now into the international horseshoe. As you can see, it's got all the international flags. That's why it's called the international horseshoe. As we come out, you want to use all that runoff area there, get the traction, then we come through the little kink here. Then into the next corner, which is a hairpin, like the international horseshoe. This is just called the horseshoe, I believe. As we now come in straight down into this little braking zone here, on tight left, and this is the in and out, back onto the oval. This would be turn 1 of the oval. You want to hug that little inside line, it's the shortest route around. As we now thunder down out of turn, what would be turn 2 on the oval, down to the bus stop chicane. You want to tip it in, clip the apex here, not too much, clip this apex. You want to watch your throttle because you will go too wide, you will get a penalty. Now we come into turn 3. Hug that yellow inside line as best as you can. Try not to go on the apron there, or you will get a penalty if you go down there too much. And then we thunder past the pit lane entry, and that is a lap of Daytona Road with Mr. Bogger there. And just watch him go through turn 1. Very close to that inside wall there. Bennett Barry's set another purple sector lap time of 1:47.4. Fastest man on track at the minute. We've got Bandit in second still, followed by Jason in third. Then we got, oh, Craig's going for an excursion off track. That's going to give Locke. We have missed a bit of action because Locke is into 5th, 6th now. Let's try and see what happens to Jamie West. while we was on board with him. Let's see what happened. Did he get a penalty through the bus stop chicane? We will jump back to where he was. Tips it in. Oh, does he get a penalty for that then? Yep, he does. Half a second penalty. That's what I was saying. If you are too rambunctious on the chicane and take too much speed, you will get that penalty. It's very unforgiving, that local area there, and that's half a second. That's what's allowed Lock and C-Mac past. So let's go back to where he was round the first turn. So now Lock and Mac, sorry. Swapping positions. Lock has got position 5. Oh! Drifts it around the corner onto the grass, doing some rally crossing there. Lovely stuff, as Craig gets it a bit wide as well. Gets a bit of looseness there. So West down to 7th. Bennett Barry is in 8th now. Catman had an issue as well. Unfortunate for him. Back up to the lead then. Bogger in first. He's on the hard tyres, so he's going along in this first section here. First stint. Bandit is on the softs. Not doing too bad on the softs there. Jason is on the softs as well, going for the aggressive approach. Craig is on the hards as well. C-Mac on the hards. Then we got Lock on the softs. Jay West on the hards. Bennett Barry on the softs. And Catman on the hards as well. So interestingly, no one's gone for the mediums right off the bat. So I'll have to see how this plays out. But it's going to be a lonely race for Bogger at the minute, because there's not really nothing going on at these top few. All the action is here with Lock and C-Mac. Oh, and Craig now as well as he goes wide. Can he get me up? He does. Great car control from Craig there. Absolutely throttling it up. As we look at this awesome camera view, a little bit wide from Craig there. That's going to give C-Mac the momentum he needed on the inside. Gets the bail line, touch off the corner. Is that going to put Lock into 5th place as well? Is looking. Can he make it around the outside? We've got a yellow flag. Holder has lost it. See what happens to Holder. Comes around the corner. Does he just get on the loud pedal? He does. Oh, gets all sorts of crossed up. Right, now that's going to cause issues for these here, because you can't overtake under a yellow flag. As the green flag comes out, Jason managed to keep 3rd, but top 2 now are away, and now we've got Jason, we've got C-Mac, Craig, Lock, Jamie West is just back there a little bit following this crew. Bennett Barry as well in 8th. So this is where the main battle is now. Who's going to duck into the pits first? Jason really didn't need that spin on the soft tyres. It's going to hinder him with the tyre wear. Coming to just over a quarter of a tank left. Same with C-Mac. Craig has got a little bit more. Lock is right on the cusp of a quarter of a tank. Bennett Barry's just got a bit left, more than a quarter of a tank. Same with Jamie West. Catman, same with the fuel wear there. Oh, as we head back here, can anyone slipstream past anybody? Lock does, past Craig. He's up into 5th place. Overtake done. Bennett Barry sends it. Oh, that's a bit too much, Bennett Barry. Oh, chaos. Let's go on board with him, see what happens here. So Craig is slow coming out of the oval there. Oh, he goes for an overtake. Craig might not have seen him. Then he comes in and gets a little bit of a bump from Craig there. Very argy-bargy there. Hopefully they didn't have a disagreement there, but Craig waited for him, so fair play to him. But that gives Bennett Barry some damage on the front there. Very unlucky, but that's allowed Catman to catch up and more contact. What's happened here? So Craig going slow after waiting for Bennett Barry. Maybe a bit too slow. Breaks for the corner and Catman just going faster. Obviously caught him up faster than he would do. And then lets off the power and eases back into play. So all the chaos picking up then. Let's see if these boys can settle down. This group now has broken up after those incidents there. So we've got Jason still in third, Chris Mack being followed by Locke in fifth. Then we've got Jamie West just hanging back a bit now. Bennett Barry seventh, then followed by Craig and Catman after those argy-bargy, but Bogger still in first. Now we're coming, hedging towards the start of the pit cycle as we are coming towards the end of lap 6 for Bogger. Doesn't pit yet. Bandit coming through onto lap 7. And we got Jason, leader of this pack here. Can they do anything to the top 2 at the minute? C-Mac in 4th, followed by Locke in 5th. Can he get any closer to the back of Chrissy Mack, or is he just going to stay where he is? He is on the softs, but they're worn down. Hard tyres are coming to play now. They're released at the same point. As we go through the International Horseshoe for the 7th time, I'm asking. Oh, a little bit of a twitch from Locke there and C-Mac. But it seemed to be okay as we got Jamie West now coming through 6th. Just falling behind in the horse. He's very tyre whisper on those tyres. Look at those tyres. They look almost brand new. The fuel's going to run out before tyres even try and hinder him. 7 Bennett Barry. Few spins, few track offs. Not going to do his tyres good, but tyre wear's not too bad to be fair. Craig on the hard tyres in the Ferrari. Oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere. Is that from Craig or is that from somebody else? Can't really see. Someone must have just had a little bit of a off-track excursion, but we're all good. As Craig is now being caught steadily by Catman. Checking at the top few for a minute because I do see a battle brewing. Right here, Locke and C-Mac. Jason must have come out, brought the yellow flag out. Let's see what happened. Sorry I missed that, guys. So Jason coming round then. Does he light up the rears? He does. Oh, a little bit of a half spin on the inside. Oh, that's... Oh, good job he ghosted right there and then. That could have been disaster right there, but luckily he ghosted just at the right time. Obviously if this was racing in real life, that would have been a nasty incident. But that was the yellow flag. That's going to allow Jamie West to catch up. As Locke and Chris Mack go head to head through the bus stop. Locke's right there. There's about probably, I'd say less than a second between them now. As Alexis comes around to end lap 7. Oh, we're going to get pit stops. Comes through, no pit stops this time as Locke heads into the pits. Jason goes into the pits. Jamie West goes through. Bennett Barry, is he going to pit this time? No, he's not. What about Craig? Craig goes through. Catman, fuel is looking low, looking like he's going in. Yep, there he goes. So we'll keep our eye on those 3. As Bogger still leads the way from Bandit. No change there. Now C-Mac is unreleased. He's got a little bit of a gap to Jamie West behind. Had his brother hinder him. Now he's got the other brother just there in the background. C-Mac comes through the other horseshoe. Now we're going to enter the in and out. This is the out section of it. Nicely composed as he comes back on track. Let's see what the pits are doing. Jason comes out in 7th, followed by Locke in 8th, and Catman's there. See what tyres are went on to. So he kept the same tyres, weirdly enough. Okay, so he hasn't took tyres, that's why he's come out in front. Locke gone onto a fresh set of hards, full fuel, and Catman onto a fresh set of softs, full fuel. Bugger, is he going to pit this time? Hard tyres. He does. Into the pits he goes. Bandit. He's going to pit as well, falling first place. C-Mac, he's got to pit this time. Look at the fuel, it is basically gone. Now on fumes, and there it goes. Just out of fuel. Perfect timing. Very well done, C-Mac. Jamie West also pits as well. On fumes as well, and Vinnie Barry and Craig will pit also. 8 laps though, that's not bad for 8 laps to be fair for these guys. Very well done. Let's see where first comes out compared to Jason. See what these guys do. You can see them fueling. Looks like Bogger didn't take tyres, he's fueling up faster. Oh no, Bogger came in first, that's right, sorry, my apologies. Let's see where they come out then. So Bogger's come out in first. He's now on mediums, full fuel. There goes Bandit, racing hard. Jason's just coming round the first turn now. He's coming through the right and the left. Is someone else going to come out the pits? No. C-Mac now comes out the pits, racing mediums. Just as Locke comes round, so he's got a little bit of a gap, but it's pretty much the same between these two. Jamie West there in 6th, then Bennett Barry's in 7th. Sizable distance caught up to him now, as Craig in 8th, followed by Catman in 9th. So, Bogger then, look at the gap he has now to Bandit. It's his race to lose at this point. We'll see what happens in the remainder of the race. We're not even 20 minutes in yet, but it's looking like it's his race to lose at the minute. Bandit second, comfortable second at the minute now. Then we got Jason in third. He's got a sizable gap to 4th place, but any little mistake, that's going to shrink. Plus on those old tyres as well, he's going to be careful. We got C-Mac on medium tyres. He's probably going to catch him. Oh, that's going to be a penalty there. That looks very wide. Yep, penalty for Chris Mack, which is half second, which is going to allow Locke to possibly maybe get an overtaking turn 1 at this rate. We'll have to see. So C-Mac heads to the penalty zone. Locke is there. He's going to have more momentum. Can he get him turn 1? The gap has come down, but Chris Mack stays in 4th, then didn't lose that much of a time to Locke, sorry. Jamie West, his brother, is in 6th place behind him, and behind him he's got Bennett Barry now attempting an overtake, filling his mirrors of that Suzuki. Lovely design of that Suzuki as well. No roof, feeling the wind in his helmet. As he gets on the outside for the kink, he's done this before, it didn't end well, but this time he means business. Switch over from Jamie West, but he can't get the power down. Oh, as Locke has a little bit of a wiggle there, loses 5th place. More strive for him as he goes wide on the out corner. Unlucky for Locke, lost a bit of time there till he's 2 in front. Craig's still back, but he's got Catman in 9th, right behind him. Head up to these two because it's getting tasty now between Bennett Barry and Jamie West. Jamie West wants that 5th place back as we head now into the bus stop. Through the left, through the right. And Jason has had a little bit of an issue again. That's going to be them tyres, as Chrissy Mack has got into 3rd while I've been watching this little battle. So that strategy of not changing tyres didn't really work for Jason. He had the track position because he didn't have to change tyres, quicker stop, but long run it hasn't helped him at all. Down to 6th place now from 3rd. This is right on the back of this Subaru in front. As they swap positions. Oh, it's getting a bit tight now. These cameras aren't that great, to be fair. He's now into the International Horseshoe. Looking for line astern. Bennett Barry trying to find the traction on the outside. That's going to give Jamie West a run. Can Jamie West capitalise here? Jamie West coming now on the inside of the corner. Can he get it done? Out the out. On the exit. He's right behind Bennett Barry. Both on the medium tyres. Battle commences. Now he should be able to get his slipstream as we head now onto the oval. I've had the pleasure of racing against Jamie West and Bennett Barry. I know they're both clean drivers. Both had really good battles with both of them. I believe it was the MX5 Mental MX5 series that I raced against both of them. Really good drivers, both of them. Remember my battle with Jamie West at Lago Maggiore. It was very fun trying to get past him. Can he get past Bennett Barry, as Jason there is in 5th place, managed to get the up of him. As we head now into turn 1. Don't hit the tyres, anybody. As Jason had a little bit of a dive there into turn 1, or he went too deep. Let's just rewind and see what happened, because I didn't really take note of what happened there. Yeah, just went too deep into the corner. A little bit of a touch on the barrier. But those tyres, look at those tyres, they are absolutely shocking at this stage now. He's got to be feeling the pain now. Oh, Bennett Barry's got a penalty. Where did he get that from? Is it turn 1? Surely it's not turn 1. Did he cut this little bit of track here? I'm not quite sure how he got that there. Yeah, not sure how he got that penalty there, but he did, so... Unless he cut the first little bit of the corner there. Not too sure he got that penalty, but we'll have to keep our eye on that one. Well, we're going back up to the front. Boggett still leading away in 1st. Is a full 2 turns ahead of 2nd place of Bandit. Then we got C-Mac in 3rd now. 4th is Bennett Barry for the minute. He's got a half-second penalty. If he doesn't get another one through the bus stop, surely he's going to fall into the tracks of Jamie West. Then we got Jason in 6th, struggling on those worn soft tyres. Lock in 7th on the hard tyres as the sun sets. Then we got Craig in 8th, followed by Catman in 9th. They're starting to catch up. Lock now in 7th. So I'll have to keep our eyes on this battle here. Told you, on the worn softs is going to come under fire from the guys behind. Jamie West now in 5th. He's pretty close to Bennett Barry in front, so he's probably going to be able to get past him. As Bennett Barry now heads, there's a Fly America plane going the distance there, very nice. As Bennett Barry heads into the penalty zone. You see Jamie West is going to get him, there he goes. So Jamie West now up into fourth. It's gonna go round first turn. No incidents here. Lovely stuff, guys. Chris Mack in third still. Bandit second and Bogger in first. We'll come back to them guys in a bit. They're all the way out in front. Main group of cars is here. Unfortunately, only 9 drivers could make it. Sure, a couple of guys are busy this week, so they couldn't make it. It is nice when we get higher numbers, makes the race more interesting. And obviously, we like to have as many drivers racing as possible, especially for those who have signed up. Fourth place now for Jamie West, but he's got Bennett Barry right behind him. He needs to get down to that low line, get as low as possible. Bennett Barry will have a hard time going round the outside, but he leaves the inside. Oh, there's contact! Oh, that was almost a big accident right there. Crazy stuff from the two guys there. A little bit of contact, misjudgment. Luckily didn't manage into a big accident, but that could have spelled being disastrous for the pair there. As they come through the last 2 corners of the oval, still battling for that 4th place. We'll look back here now. Craig in 6th, Catman up into 7th now, Lock in 8th. Jason suffering on those tyres, has had to pit. He's now on the hard tyres in 9th and quite a ways away back. Strategy did not help him there, staying on the softs, but he tried it. It failed. Back to drawing board for him. See if he can make up time in the remainder of the race. As the Bogger now miles ahead, is a full sector ahead now of Bandit in 2nd. Bandit in 2nd then with the black Ferrari, the only American in this series, in this lobby. C-Mac in 3rd, slightly catching, looks like he's catching slightly Bandit in 2nd. We'll have to keep our eyes on this one, but he's on the mediums compared to the hards, so it's quite possible he's going to catch him before the end of this pit cycle. This stint, should I say, sorry. Bennett Barry then in 4th after the penalty, got past Jay West again after a little bit of contact. Now he's trying to pull a gap ahead of him as we go for the bus stop. Oh, Craig getting it sideways with the Ferrari. Lovely bit of driving there. Catman in 7th in the Beetle. And we got Lock in 8th. And oh no, Jason has had enough somewhere. Let's have a look what happened. He'll light up the tyres again. Doesn't like this corner at the minute. Yep, a little bit of a light up. Oh, and a spin. Tries to keep it out the wall. A little bit of a touch. Doing preemptive donuts there. Like it for the crowd, but it's not going to do his race any good, unfortunately. Unlucky for Mr. Jason there. Alright, back up to the front then. We've got Bogger in 1st still. Bandit in 2nd, just gone through the international horseshoe. See that gap is shrinking right there. Chris Mack is catching him up as he tries to get the traction down from those racing mediums. Bennett Barry still leading away from Jamie West. Jamie West still trying his luck. Still on the same tyres, these two, so this is going to be interesting when we get to the last stint of the race. Steadily getting to the halfway mark now. Craig in 6th place. At the 30-minute mark, I will pause it, and it will be the end of part 1. I will then start the recording, and we'll commence with part 2. Well, for the first part of this race, it's been pretty action-packed from the guys, even though there's 9 of them. It's pretty decent. Good bit of driving from the guys in Lobby 3. You see Catman now in 7th, followed by Locke in 8th. Locke is suffering on those hard tyres. With half an hour to go as well, he's not looking great on the fuel. He's going to have to probably pit at least 2 more times. Jason in 9th, still trying to do anything with his race. I see Boggett in 1st in the Jag, fellow Jag driver. I have the obviously I have the Jag in League 1, and it's very stable, especially on worn tyres. It is quite nice to drive, quite decent power, but it's the first to go. Bandit in 2nd, then followed by Chrissy Mack, who is charging hard, trying to catch him up on those main tyres. Breeze coming now to a quarter of a tank left as we steadily head to the 30-minute mark. Bennett Barry in 4th, now pulling a gap on Jamie West, who's now got trouble from Craig. Craig tries to get the Denison done. He gets it done, but then Jamie West cuts it back. As we head now onto the in and out corner, Jamie West gets on the curb there. Gives it the momentum, gets good traction out of the corner, but there's Craig. Craig, a little bit of weaving through the corner there. As we head into the bus stop, we're watching through the bus stop, then I will pause it, and it will be the end of the part 2. Oh, Jamie West backs out a bit there. Smart driver, oh! And I'm afraid we're going to leave it there on a cliffhanger. So join me in part 2 where we see the conclusion to this race. Until next time, folks, I'm a Crazy Brit. Bye-bye.